I guess just the first question I have, just for the audience that might be new to hearing your music, can you just introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about who you are and what you do?
Hey, I'm Alex DeLeo, and I'm a singer-songwriter from South Florida and mainly Fort Lauderdale. I guess you could say that my music kind of sounds like alternative indie rock pop. I guess is that a start right there?
Oh, yeah, that's definitely a start. There's a lot going on with you right now. And I guess just the first thing is, I agree with you where you have that like upbeat, poppy sound to your music, but it's still just really fun to listen to. So, who would you say are your musical influences?
Coldplay is one of my biggest influencers for sure, and they've always been. I guess I just find that they're a band that just continues to give me goosebumps. And recently, people like Vance Joy, um, James Bay, and along that style, I think have influenced me on the acoustic folky side as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I've definitely heard that Vance Joy Coldplay sound and the EP that you or the tracks that you did send us. And I guess going off a little bit of just when you were younger, I read in another interview that you did that you first started playing music when you received a guitar when you were 11 years old from your grandmother. Is that correct?
Yeah.
And so, just what was that experience like, and how did you go from not really knowing how to play to being the artist that you are now?
Well, so she gave me the guitar when I was 11 years old for my 11th birthday. From the minute I got it, I realized that I needed to figure out how to do this. So I got a guitar teacher, started teaching me a bit, and then 3 to 4 years later, one of my friends said he played guitar, and I was like, "Oh, cool! Let's do something together." So we put a little band together, and then we won a few middle school like talent shows and stuff, and then from there we were like, "Oh, let's do more." So we put another band together throughout all of high school. Last year of high school, and then that's when I began as a solo artist, and took me 2 years to do around four recording productions to find my to find the sound that I was looking for.
And I guess as far as just lyrics for a specific song, right now on the station, we just aired So We Go about 2 weeks ago on our new music show. And so, what was the songwriting process like for that track?
I don't know. I mean, I think that that track is definitely one of the more special ones because uh, I kind of take it like I named the EP after So We Go because it's the first release I'm doing as a solo artist now, and it's kind of like talking about how is um, life is something that you need to take chances on, and and realize that great things can come out of taking chances. And so I think that's why I called it So We Go.
What do you think 2017 looks like for you?
I definitely, I'm actually in the process of recording a couple more songs, around four more songs that will be on a following EP out in uh, thinking to early 2017. Um, and I'd definitely like to get on some festivals throughout the area and throughout the country for sure.
And just as far as being on that festival list, there's so many awesome bands that come to different festivals. I live near to Chicago, so I've always gone to Lollapalooza.
Oh, nice.
What band would you say puts on a really great live show, at least from your experience of watching different bands?
Hmm. I think the best band that I've ever seen at a festival uh, is Cage the Elephant. They they were freaking insane when I saw them. I mean, the singer, I can't remember his name right now, but he was walking on in the crowd, and someone handed him a pineapple that you would just grab at the grocery store, like not cut or anything. Like it still had the spikes and stuff. And he grabs the pineapple and takes a huge chunk out of it with his mouth, and then like spits it back out.
Wow. So obviously you can't see me right now, but I've seen Cage the Elephant before twice, and yeah, Matt Schultz is crazy, especially just because how he goes through the crowd and he doesn't really care, and the crowd loves it. But when you perform live, what type of style or like audience interaction do you try to emulate?
Um, I definitely try to get people singing along to the melodies. The other night was definitely my favorite show of the year so far. I think it was the most energetic show that I've had, and that's what I definitely try to bring to live performances.
No, that's really great. Just as long as I notice just artists care about the audience that are there, it's just so much better of a live experience. And so that sounds really great. Just even at your shows, do you notice is it a lot of returning fans or is it a lot of new people or what's that audience split like?
It's definitely a lot of returning fans. The one thing that I think could really help is there aren't too many places where uh, I've been playing down here that are under 21, which is a little bit of a demographic that I'm reaching out to. Which over social media, I've definitely had an impact um, on like kids from like 16 and up.
And when you say had an impact, what do you mean or what can you tell from what they post online?
Well, lately I've been getting so many messages on whether it's Twitter, Instagram. I put a debut track on SoundCloud, Make It Easier, which is not technically a single. And especially on Twitter, I've had a lot of people messaging me telling me that they're loving the song. They've been sharing it with their friends, and their friends are loving it. And right now, I'm trying to putting together some last things with merchandise and stuff because I'd like to be sending that out to some people that some fans that are sharing the music and getting involved.
No, that's really great. It's really great that you have that type of positivity with your fans, especially just because I don't know. Overall, I really liked what you sent to WICB, and even when we were
Okay,
going over,
awesome.
yeah,
Thank you.
even when we were going over new music to add to the station, I just said, yeah, any track on here is really great. I like them all, so I'm excited to see what comes out, especially within the next week, the new music video and everything like that. Is there anything that I didn't ask you or anything you want to add?
Actually, yeah. The other day, I was doing some vocal stuff with a guy that I work with, and kind of when we were wrapping up, he showed me this video of this entrepreneur based up in New York. He was going on a rant about how he's tired of hearing people that say that they're gonna do something. Basically, at the end of it, he just said, "Screw gonna," and he's like, "Just go out and do it." And that's definitely something that the past couple of years I've been living my life by. So helping or watching that video the other day really, I think, really impacted my show that night because I did things that I've never done before, and I don't know, I felt like a completely different person the other night. And when I got off stage, the band was just like, "What was that?" I don't know. I'm definitely looking forward to the next show because I have that in my mindset, and I don't know. I think it's something that we can use to inspire us to try new things and take chances.
Yeah. And yes, since or since we're getting closer to the end of the interview, I just kind of like to ask this to everybody, just kind of a fun closing question. If you could have a superpower to solve any first world problem, what would it be and why?
I don't know, something that I don't know how to name it in like one word or something, but something that kind of just brought people together a little more. I feel like lately this country and the whole world has kind of just drifted from life. I don't know how to explain it.